Okay, now it's time for the news.
If you're tired of the same old news,
What more do you want? I want the truth.
You're hearing it. Strap yourselves in, folks.
never fear.
What's the dealio?
Part of life is learning to let things go.
We've got news moms can use.
What was that name again? I missed that.
News moms can use.
Brought to you by Therapon Skin Health, helping moms have healthy, youthful-looking skin for 20 years.
Yes, this is News Moms Can Use, and we at ChannelMom pick our news stories based on what we think moms want or need to hear. Speaking of moms, I really do need to wish my precious mother, Patricia Dean, a happy Mother's Day. And also my mother-in-law, Pat Pinsky. I want to wish her a happy Mother's Day as well. Anybody? Shelly, you want to give a shout out to Chris?
My mom, too. And my mother-in-law. Happy Mother's Day.
How about you, Chris?
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Oh, good boy. He's showing his 24 years right there. Okay, we've got some very controversial news stories for you today, but bear with me because we've got a beautiful story at the end about what happened to a toddler who got lost in search of his grandma. So cute. Okay, here we go. Have you heard about the cover of the new Time magazine?
I haven't. I feel really
Shelly, have you been in a
clueless.
hole?
I think so.
Okay, well, I've heard about it and seen it. It's been called provocative, but you can be the ones to decide for yourselves. I'm not going to make a judgment call here at this point. The new cover of Time's May 21st issue shows a slim, blonde California mom breastfeeding her almost 4-year-old son. The photo and cover story by Kate Pickard is entitled, Are You Mom Enough? Apparently to breastfeed your 4-year-olds. I'm not quite sure why they would ask it that way, and it all taps into a parenting debate that's been going on for about 20 years and is now boiling over. It's all about attachment parenting, which is a set of techniques popularized by Dr. William Sears in the Baby Book way back in 1992. That's why this has been going on for 20 years. In general, attachment parenting focuses on the nurturing connection that parents can develop with their children. Okay, I think we're all with them on that. In Time's article, Pickard explores who Dr. Sears is and why the controversy is surrounding his theories, specifically wearing babies in slings, extended breastfeeding, i.e. into the point where this boy on the cover of the magazine isn't quite 4. He's going to be 4 next month. But, on into your years where you're very aware. And this boy is having to stand up to breastfeed. He's standing on a...
And he asks, Mom,
Yeah,
can I
and-
have some milk now?
Yeah, and the photographer said he did that on purpose to show how different this was. He made the child stand as he was breastfeeding with his mother. So, by the way, the mom in the cover photo, Jamie Lynn Grummet, Jamie Lynn Grummet, says she was breastfed herself, and she's now breastfeeding her 4-year-old almost. She was breastfed herself until she was 6 years old. One actress, Mayim, do you know how to say Mayim Bialik, the one that's on Big Bang Theory, Chris?
No,
I don't
unfortunately.
She's come under fire herself for writing about breastfeeding her own 3-year-old in a memoir, Beyond the Sling. So, the Time magazine, a lot of people have been quite offended. Like, why should we have to be exposed to this? Why, we don't necessarily want to see a woman breastfeeding a 4-year-old on the front of a magazine. Feelings, thoughts?
I really don't have any for that. I feel like it's a personal decision, and
Yeah.
there are people all over the world who have to breastfeed their kids until they're 4 because there is no food.
Yeah, that's a good point,
That's
Shel.
the only nutrition they can give their kids.
And I breastfed one of mine till 15 months, but then I stopped. So, a little over a year. And the other one at 13 months.
I was ready to be done. So
I was one of those people that actually liked it.
yeah. Well, and then also at some points my kids were ready to be done.
Yeah.
They're just not interested anymore.
So, by the way, no La Leche League calls because I do believe in breastfeeding. I think
Right.
it's fabulous. It's a boy, and so he's 4 years old and he's doing this, and I just want to think, okay, what's that going to do with his memories? Chris, you're just standing there dumbfounded.
This is interesting. I don't know
I don't
very
have
much
any
about
judgment
breastfeeding.
on it. I don't have any judgment on it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if we should talk about the Tanorexic Mom. I'll be very quick. I don't know if anyone knew out there is such a thing as tanorexia.
That was gross. I saw that.
Yeah,
that was disgusting.
You're addicted to tanning, and now this woman, Patricia Krenzel, is being banned from several New Jersey tanning salons. She is a mother, by the way, and that's why I picked this story. She's a mother. Apparently also took her 5-year-old into a tanning booth with her, as I'm understanding the story, and apparently that 5-year-old got burned.
Well, the 5-year-old wants to do what mom's doing.
Right, and so she's following mom in. Now, I don't know how old this mom is, but she looks considerably older than I would think she would be to have a 5-year-old, and I think it's perhaps because of all the tanning. But anyway, they're now investigating the burning of her daughter, And she's been banned, as I said, from 4 salons in New Jersey. She says that her critics are just jealous, fat, and ugly. But by the way, if you're a fan of the Tanorexic Mom, you can now purchase a doll of her. At $29.95, you can own your own Tanorexic Mom doll. Okay. I just picked that because it was about a mom. And I really knew there was nothing that existed called tanorexia.
I had never heard of it.
Okay. And if you're you know what? I'm not going to do that story because I want to get to this precious little boy. Let's do a very sweet and non-controversial story. No tanorexia and no breastfeeding 4-year-olds. Lock up your trikes. A 2-year-old boy in Hamelin, Germany, secretly and apparently fearlessly rode his tricycle for 3 miles in search of his grandma, who was lying sick in a hospital near his house. So he just set out to go find her. The little guy named Noah Joel set out on his own, causing his mother great anxiety. As you can imagine, she placed a panic call to police. Joel stayed on task in spite of getting hopelessly lost, and police eventually discovered him crisscrossing one street multiple times with his little 3-wheeler. His feet were bare, his backpack was filled with candy, and reportedly he explained that he was only lost because his bike was not equipped with GPS. Lord knows how he would know that at age 2.
He knows.
Those European children are very smart.